Good morning, Meenakshi again. This is my second video on Create Every Day. I'm going to try and make two videos every day and share various incidents of my life. Some laughter, some sad, some success, some failures. Now, let me share a very funny story that took place in my life. Married to a Fauji. I don't know how many of you here are army officers' wives. We were posted to a godforsaken place then. I never knew that there was some place called Danapur in Bihar. It was flooded, and when I landed there with my husband, there were boats to take me to a place that he had rented out as rooms and homes were not available. There was no facility where he could apply for an house. Fine. So he took a rental place in somebody's backyard. And that was, like a small stable, I would call it, where people must be keeping horses earlier. Anyway, I converted that into a paradise. I had my little garden, I had my flowers. And the very first day, my man hands me a Petromax. I hope all of you know what a Petromax is. And a stove. A stove which you had to put your oil into it, and then there's a pin to press in, and then you had to light it. I, in my life, coming from an hip city like Bangalore, had never seen this in my whole 18 years. My father or my mother never had this in the homes and never told me about it. I looked at him. I said, "What do I do? How do I use it? I don't know the ABC of it." He said, "Wait, I'll show you." And he showed me how to light the stove. And he said, "Cook. Now let's make lunch." Oh dear, I didn't know cooking whatsoever, because whenever my mother would say, "Send her into the kitchen," my father would say, "No. Let her study, let her become individual, let her do something in life. And if she can't find a man and she can't cook, we'll get her married to a hotler." It was no hotler, it was a Fauji. All right, basic what I'd seen in my mother's house. I put a kadhai on that stove, I put oil, and I put haldi in that hot oil, and I had cut cauliflower, gobi, which I put gobi, and I put all the various sukha masalas that I knew. I put a lid on it, and after some time when I took out, my gobi was black, literally kala, like you say tawa ka ulta side. I went running to the neighbor's house. I said, "My mother's gobi is yellow in color and mine has turned out black." She had a hearty laugh. She says, "You must have put oil and put your haldi in the oil which had got burnt." You won't believe that day's lunch we had to eat bread and butter and jam. Fine. What did I do? I said, I have to find a way into this man's heart, which is via the stomach. I went to the mess, officer's mess. There used to be a very nice guy, a chef, a good cook, Shabir by his name. I used to stand in the mornings and learnt basic cookings from him. When I would go home on holidays, I would go into various restaurants which we knew the owners. I would stand behind in the kitchen and see the various chefs cooking, because for me it was a challenge which I had to meet and get over it. You won't believe, standing behind a Chinese chef, I could write a book on Chinese for Nita Mehta. I learned all the basic cookings, and a time came in my life in Danapur itself where I was asked to cater for the mess. They had a very big organization, a big gathering of 400 people, and I was told to teach the cook how to make Chinese. Now, these are challenges of your life. There is nothing that we women cannot do. It's your own mindset. Step out, go out on the world, conquer it, and bindas, you will achieve success. So, ladies, if there's anything in your life that you cannot do, please take my examples. Right from cooking, from mastering it. I have done catering. I have done cooking classes at home. I've had tiffins where I used to supply in various stations wherever my husband got posted. And you believe me, today you're welcome to my house. You will get the best of food. And this has been a legacy, or I would say it is carried from my own parents' house. My father was a very good cook, and so was my mother. And my husband and my in laws say the best thing after marriage to this lady is that we found a family that served excellent food. So I hope all of you have enjoyed my little talk today. Inshallah, we'll see you again in the evening. Bye bye.
Musalman that every time, inshallah.
But today I just said it, I
No,
don't
but
say.
I'm telling you otherwise.